Greetings and salutations. When you think of a battle that have happened in history, we can think of Vietnam, Iraq. However, I bet you don't think of when Australia declared war over emus. Let's start off some context first. This war was against this bird. This war was against this flightless bird, happened in 1932. As the soldiers had returned from World War I and farmers had been hit from the Great Depression in 1929, which triggered wheat prices. Up until the year 1922, the emus were actually a protected species but things would eventually change when this bird...
Oh my God.
would start eating standing crops to the root. By 1932, around 200 emus would migrate to cultivated lands. At first, farmers would shoot them, but their numbers grew. So enlisted the help of the Australian military and had Major Gwendolyn Purves, Wyndham Aubrey Meredith, who was part of the 7th Heavy Artillery. So when did this battle start? In early 1932, soldiers encountered about 50 emus, and as the day closed, they were victorious. Days later, around 1,000 emus were spotted in an area that were point blank, meaning, shootable and, the soldiers were able to get around 10 to 20 before their machine guns jammed in rainy weather, allowing the birds to escape. After this slight failure to get rid of these birds, and a media that was upset, the government had pulled the men out of battle. However, things weren't as good in November 13th, 1932. Although there had been more emus killed, the issue was that it took 10 bullets to take this bird down. Major Meredith was called, and the emus had won again. There was a bit of a change in that 6 months later, the locals were given ammunition and were able to get rid of the birds themselves. Not like, killing the entire population, no. But, just like saying, hey, bird, get out of here, kind of deal. Anyway, yeah. But what do you think of the story of the time Australia went to war against emus? Honestly, I think it's kind of silly, but then, we don't have those here, so, at least I don't think we do, but, the fact that a giant bird is eating your crops, and you say, okay, now we mean business, it's kind of, from an outsider's perspective, it sounds funny. But what do you think?